गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. ओके, ಓದು.
20th ವೀರ್ಯೇಣ ವಿದ್ಯಾಯಾಶ್ಚ ಬಲೇನ ಪ್ರಾಕಾಶಂತಃ.
ವೀರ್ಯೇಣ ವಿದ್ಯಾಯಾಶ್ಚ ಬಲೇನ
ಪ್ರಾಕಾಶಂತಃ.
ಓಕೆ.
They shone with valor and strength of learning.
ವಿದ್ಯಾಯಾಶ್ಚ ಬಲೇನ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ವೀರ್ಯೇಣ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾಯಾಶ್ಚ ಬಲೇನ. ಓಕೆ. ಪ್ರಾಕಾಶಂತ ಇದೆಷ್ಟನೆಯದು? 20th. ಓಕೆ.
ಬೀಜಸ್ಯಾರೋಪಣಮಾರಭಂತ ಕೃಷೀವಲಾಃ. ಬೀಜಸ್ಯ ಆರೋಪಣಂ ಆರಭಂತ ಕೃಷೀವಲಾಃ. Farmers started sowing of seeds.
Correct. See, ಬೀಜಸ್ಯ ಆರೋಪಣಂ, sowing of the seed. ಅದು ಸೀಡ್ ಎಂದು ಸಿಂಗುಲರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಹುವಚನ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ even ಏಕವಚನ implies many only. We need not say literally. So ಬೀಜಸ್ಯ ಆರೋಪಣಂ is sowing of the seeds, sowing of seeds. Okay. ಆರೋಪಂತ ಕೃಷಿವಲಾಹ. The farmers have started. Krishivala is a good expression. What is the 21?
21.
In 21 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷಿವಲ should be, ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಕೃಷಿವಲಕ್ಕೆ? ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್.
ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್.
ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮರೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ.
ಫಾರ್ಮರೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್ ಇದೆ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ವಿಚ್ ನೋಬಡಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ.
ನಾರಾಯಣಸ್ಯ ದುಷ್ಕೃತಾನಿ ನಾರೋಚಂತ ಜನಕಾಯ. The wicked actions of Narayana did not please his father.
Correct. Or in other words, Janaka means his father allave. Janaka or his father did not like, ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. Father did not like, ನಾರೋಚಂತ did not like ನಾರಾಯಣಸ್ಯ ದುಷ್ಕೃತಾನಿಗೆ. what did you say?
The wicked actions.
The evil actions. The evil acts of Narayana. Or if you start with this, evil acts of Narayana did not appeal to his father, isn't it? Did you say that?
Please
did not please. That is also good. Evil acts of Narayana did not please his father. Correct. Either this way or that way. So that ರೋಚತೆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಚತುರ್ಥಿ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಹಿ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ತಸ್ಮೈ ರೋಚತೆ, ರಾಮಾಯ ರೋಚತೆ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿ ಲೈಕ್ಸ್. ರೋಚತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಹಿ ಲೈಕ್ಸ್. ಹಿ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್, ನ ರೋಚತೆ. ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಂದರೆ ಅರೋಚತ, ಅರೋಚೇತಾಂ ಅರೋಚಂತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಐದರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ. ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಅರೋಚತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ. therefore this arochanta is a past tense. This rucharocha has to be specially used. Then another thing, ನಾರಾಯಣಸ್ಯ ದುಷ್ಕೃತಾನಿ ನಾರೋಚಂತ ಸಂಧಿಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. 23. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಉದ್ಯಮಾಧರೇರ್ ಧನಾನ್ಯವರ್ಧಂತ. ಉದ್ಯಮಾತ್ ಹರೇಃ ಧನಾನಿ ಅವರ್ಧಂತ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಉದ್ಯಮಾಧರೇಃ ಸಂಧಿ. ಉದ್ಯಮಾತ್ ಹರೇಃ, ಹರೇರ್ ಧನಾನಿ. isn't it? ಉದ್ಯಮಾತ್ ಹರೇಃ ಧನಾನಿ ಅವರ್ಧನಾನಿ. ಆಲ್ ಸಂಧಿ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? Each word there is a sandhi. So let us see all the sandhis. First, udyamat harehe, udyamat dharehe. After da, he uses a ha preceded by any of the first four letters of a class. ಫಸ್ಟ್ 4 letters ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕವರ್ಗ ಚವರ್ಗ ಟವರ್ಗ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 4 ಅಂದರೆ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲವೇ, ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇರುವಂಥ ಕಾನ್ಸನೆಂಟ್ ನಂತರ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅನುನಾಸಿಕ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಿಕ್ಕ ಹಲ್ಲು ವ್ಯಂಜನ ನಂತರ ಹಾ ಬಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತದೆ, ದಟ್ ಹಾ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಟು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಟು ದ 4th letter ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಹಾ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ, ಕಾನ್ಸನೆಂಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಣಿನಿಯ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಞಮಗಣನಂ ಇದೆ, ಹಯವರಟ್ಲನ್ ಞಮಗಣನಂ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಝ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್, ಜಭೈ ಘಡದಶ್ ಜಬಗಡದಶ್ ಛಪ ಖಪ ಚಟತ ಚಟೈ ಚಟತವು ಕಪೈ ಅಂದರೆ ಝೈ. ಝೈ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಝನಿಂದ ಯಾವರೆಗೂ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನೇಸಲ್. ಝಯೋಹೋ ಅನ್ಯತರಸ್ಯಾಂ. ಸಿ ಝಯ ನಂತರ ಹಾ ಬಂದರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಹಾ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಟು fourth letter ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಉದ್ಯಮಾತ್ ಹರೇಹೆ, ಉದ್ಯಮಾದ್ ತಾ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಟು ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸನೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ದೆನ್ ದ ನಂತರ ಹಾ ಇದೆ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಹಾ ಹೆಸ್ ಕಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಹಾ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಟು 4th letter ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವರ್ಗ. ತವರ್ಗಾಸ್ 4th letter. ತವರ್ಗಾಸ್ 4th letter ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಧ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ದ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ. ಉದ್ಯಮಾದ್ ಹರೇಹೆ ಉದ್ಯಮಾದ್ ಧರೇಹೆ. ಹಾಂ, ಉದ್ಯಮಾತ್ plus ha. This ha changes to dha. Vak harihi. If you take vak plus harihi, ka changes to ga, vag. Then ha changes to gha, vagharihi, like that. Vagharihi, like that. Then first is ga, cha. Ach plus hrasvaha. Ach, which is ach is vowel. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಹ್ರಸ್ವ ದೀರ್ಘ ಎರಡು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಅಚ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಸ್ವ, ಚ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಟು ಜ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಅಜ್ ಹ್ರಸ್ವ, ಅಚ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹ್ರಸ್ವ. ದಿಸ್ ಚ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಟು ಜ, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಜ್ ಹ್ರಸ್ವ. ನೋ, ವಾಕ್ಹರಿಹಿ ವಾಗ್ಹರಿಹಿ. ಅಚ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಸ್ವ ಅಜ್ರಸ್ವ. ಕಾ ಚ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಚ ಜ. ಜ ಇದೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ. ಅಜ್ ಅಜ್ ಅಜ್, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಜ್ಜು ಅಜ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ. I think there was another book that would help me. I should look for a book. A book I think I placed somewhere. I'll search for it. You'll get a beautiful examples. He gives plenty of examples for it. I'll search and then see. Now whatever I remember, these are all difficult, rare examples. He uses a commonly examples, probably most of them you may find in Indian languages only. So he found out all of them. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಈಶ್ವರಚಂದ್ರ ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಾಗರ್. He wrote a Sanskrit book for Sanskrit learning. He was a Nastika, but he wrote a good Sanskrit scholar. He was a principal of a Sanskrit Kalashala. So he wrote a grammar book. It's a beautiful book. Means plenty of examples you find them. Plenty of examples which a common man in our languages, common languages, you will find a common man's usage. You find plenty of examples for it. So ka, kavarga, chavarga, tavarga ki this udyamad dharehe ರಾಮಾದ್ ಇನ್ನೇನು ರಾಮಾತ್ ಹಕಾರದಿಂದ ಶುರುವಾಗುವ ಪದ ಏನಾದರಿದೆ? ರಾಮಾದ್ ಹರಿಹಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ರಾಮಾದ್ಧ ಇದೇ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ಧ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಇದು ರಾವಣಾದ್ ಹರಿಹಿ. ಹರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಂಕಿ, ಹರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ರಾಮ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ರಾವಣಾದ್ ಹರಿಹಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಧ ರಾವಣಾದ್ ಹರಿಹಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ದೆನ್ ತಾತ ಕವರ್ಗ ಚವರ್ಗ ಟವರ್ಗ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟವರ್ಗಕ್ಕೆ ಟಾ ಡಾ ಬಂದರೆ, ಡಾ ನಂತರ ಹಾ ಬಂದರೆ ಢ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಢ ಚಡ್ಡಾ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಚಡ್ಡ. ಹಾಗೆ ಡ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಢ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಫಾರ್. ಆ ಬುಕ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಹುಡುಕ್ತೀನಿ ಅದು. ದೆನ್ ತವರ್ಗಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಈಗ ಇದೆ. ತವರ್ಗ ಆಯಿತು. ದೆನ್ ಪವರ್ಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾ. ಪಾಪ ಬಭಾಮ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಪ್ಪು ಪಾ ಪಕಾರ ಅಂತ ವಸ್ತು. ಮತ್ತು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾ ಬಂದರೆ ಹಾ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಭಾ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಅಪ್ಪು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಭಾ ಅಬ್ಬ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ದ ಧ ಘ ಘ ಜ ಝ. ಹಾಗೆ ಡಾ ಢ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ಢಾಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಹೀಗೆ. ಇದು ಡಾ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ, ಇದು ಹಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇದು ಢ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಹಾ, ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತದೆ? ಢಾ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ದೆನ್ ಪಾ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಾ, ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತದೆ? ಬಾ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಭಾ, ಹೀಗಾಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳು ನಾನು ಹುಡುಕಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಉದಾಹರಣಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಸ್ ಝಯೋಹೋ ಅನ್ಯತರಸ್ಯಾಂ ಝಯ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಾಹಾರ. ಝಯ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಾಹಾರ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸನೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 4 letters of each varga, 5 vargas, leaving out the nasals, anunasikas, leaving out the anunasikas. When these consonant, any of these consonants is followed by ha, this ha changes to the 4th letter. It changes to the 4th letter of that varga, whichever it is there. So here ka, we have told gha. Ha, when preceded by ka or ga, ha changes to gha. Illi cha changes to jha. Preceded by da changes to dha. Preceded by da it changes to dha. Preceded by pa it changes to bha. ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್. ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಅಜ್ರಸ್ವಹ ಇನ್ ಪಾಣಿನಿ ಸೂತ್ರ ಕಮ್ಸ್. ವಾಗ್ಘರಿ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್. ಇದಿಸಿ ಇದೇನು ಏನು ಉದ್ಯಮಾಧರಿಹಿ. ತಾನಂತರ ಹಾ ಶಬ್ದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಹರತಿ ಇದೆ, ದೆನ್ ಹೋಮ ಇದೆ, ಹರತಿ ಇದೆ. ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಹಕಾರನಿಂದ ಎನಿ ವರ್ಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಹಕಾರ, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸನೆಂಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಹಾ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಟು ಧ. ಮೀನ್ ದಟ್ 4th letter of that varga, like that. Okay, next. So udyamaadharihi, one thing. Then next is harehe dhanani, harer dhanani. Visarga changes to ra. Second, ಹರೇಃ ಧನಾನಿ ಹರೇರ್ಧನಾನಿ. ಹರೇರ್ it becomes. Then next is ಧನಾನಿ ಅವರ್ಧಂತ ಧನಾನ್ಯವರ್ಧಂತ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ. ಧನಾನಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅವರ್ಧಂತ ಇದು ಯಣಾದೇಶ ಸಂಧ. ಯಣಾದೇಶ. ಇದು ಹರೇರ್ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ವಿಸರ್ಗ ಸಂಧಿ. ವಿಸರ್ಗ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಟು ರಾ. If preceded by ik, not Panini Sutra. Panini Sutra it does it differently. ಇದು ಜಯೋಹೋ ಅನ್ಯತರಸ್ಯಾಮ್ ಎಂದ ಸೂತ್ರ. ಆಯಿತು ಬಿಡಿ. ಸೊ 3 ಸಂಧಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ನಾವು. ನಾವು ಉದ್ಯಮಾತ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಉದ್ಯಮಾತ್ ಹರೇಃ ಧನಾನಿ ಉದ್ಯಮಾತ್ ಅವರ್ಧಂತ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಸಿ ಹರೇಃ ಧನಾನಿ, ಹರೀಸ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್ has increased on account of udyama, industry, hard work. Udyamat, on account of hard work, Hari's wealth has increased. Dhanani is a poetic usage, idiomatic usage of Sanskrit, though Dhanani plural is used. Allave. Dhanani plural is used, so accordingly the verb also should be plural. But the meaning is wealth galu, you can't say wealths have increased, you have to say wealth only. Wealth only. So you take it as a wealth has increased, single only. Wealth has increased. Because in English there is no plural expression. Then I think Indian languages ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಸಂಪದಗಳು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಾ?
ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿದೆ
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸಂಪದಗಳು ಎಂದು ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಪೊಯಿಟಿಕ್. ಸಂಪದಗಳು ಎಂದು ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್, then what they take is the meaning which they take is many kinds of sampadas. Like a house is one, clothes are one, servants is another, gold, metals is another, property, land property. See the different kinds of wealth. And one is a landed property, another is house property, movable property, immovable property, different kinds of properties, different kinds of wealth. So all kinds of wealth, therefore many kinds of wealth we have to say. Many wealths we have no expression in English. Many kinds of wealth, many types of wealth we have to say. Then we have to take in that sense dhanani avardhanta, ಧನಾನ್ಯವರ್ಧಂತ. ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ವರ್ಧತೆ, ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಧತೆ. ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಧತೆ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅವರ್ಧತ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. Now it is over.
The wealth of Hari increased by his industry.
By the hard worker industry. Wealth of Hari, correct. The wealth of Hari, all kinds of wealth of Hari has increased due to his hard work. On account of his hard work. Correct. Due to or account of, due to or on account of his hard work, or as a result of, on account of, as a result of his hard work. See here, Bhandarkar doesn't talk of luckily he suddenly got wealth, and for sake of language you can use it. But even though you see, in language you can use any expressions. The ideas we don't have to bother. But regarding ideas also he brings about a lot of what you call niti vakyas. By hard work he got wealth. So it is an indirectly implies that you have to do hard work. So in language, only language word alone we look at it. We just don't look at the meaning. But even meaning also he gives importance. That's why Bhandarkar is a good book. I like it because he uses a good language and also ideas are good. Okay, next.
It will also teach the values.
Values to people. True. Next.
नानिष्टमा शङ्कामहि. न अनिष्टम ಅಶಂಕಾಮಹಿ.
ಅಶಂಕಾಮಹಿ ಇದೆ, ಆಶಂಕಾಮಹಿ ಇದೆ. ಅಶಂಕ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಶಂಕಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಇಸ್ ಉಪಸರ್ಗ, ಆ ಇಸ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಒನ್, ಆಶಂಕ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅವಗ್ರಹ ಇದೆ ಎಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಶಂಕಾಮಹಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಒನ್.
We suspected no evil ಇಲ್ಲ, we did not suspect evil.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಎನಿ ಈವಿಲ್. ನ ಆಶಂಕಾಮಹಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ವಿ is implied here because ಶಂಕತೆ ಶಂಕೇತೆ ಶಂಕಂತೆ. ಸೊ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡರೆ ಅಶಂಕೆ ಅಶಂಕಾವಹಿ ಅಶಂಕಾಮಹಿ. ಅಶಂಕೆ ಐ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ನಾ ಶಂಕೆ ಐ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆಶಂಕಾಮಹಿ ವಿ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ರಹೆಂಡ್ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ರಹೆಂಡ್. ಅಪ್ರಹೆಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಆಗುತ್ತದೇನೋ ಎಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಭಯ, ಆಗಬಹುದು ಎಂದು ಭಯಗೊಳ್ಳುವುದನ್ನು ಅಪ್ರಹೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೂ ಅಪ್ರಹೆಂಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಐ ಫಿಯರ್, ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಓ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್ ಹಿ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್. ಸಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಓ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಐ ಫಿಯರ್ ಹಿ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಬರಲ್ಲವೇನೋ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫಿಯರ್. ಫಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಿಯರ್, isn't it? A positive expectation is I expect. Negative expectation is I fear, I apprehend ಎಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಿಯರ್, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಐ ಅಪ್ರಹೆಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಐ ಫಿಯರ್. ಸಿ ಸಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಬಸ್ಸು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ಆರ್ಗೆ ಬಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಈಗ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಏನೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಬಸ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್ ಯು ಮೆ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಬಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥವೇನು? ಈಗ ಬಸ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್. ಯು ಮೇ ಸೇ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್, ಐ ಅಪ್ರಹೆಂಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್ that you might not get. I am afraid you have to stay here only. I am afraid that you might have to stay here. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ, ಬರಲ್ಲವೇನೋ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ, ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಎರಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ಗೆ ಐ ಅಪ್ರಹೆಂಡ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್. I fear that you may not get it, like that. Fear, afraid, like that. Fearing is a negative expectation here. So fear ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಇದೆ ಎಂದು ಆ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಎಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಆಶಂಕತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೋಪ್ಸ್. ಆಶಂಕ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೋಪ್. ಅದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಶಂಕ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಶಂಕ, ಓಹ್ ಅಬ್ಬಾ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಅನಿಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಎಂದು. ಆಶಂಕ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಹೋಪ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಎನಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನಿಷ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅನಿಷ್ಟಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ? ಎನಿ ಈವಿಲ್. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಎನಿ ಈವಿಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, ಹೋಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಆಶಂಕ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೋಪ್. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ ದಟ್ ನೋ ಈವಿಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಜನರಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವಿ ಹೋಪ್ ಇಟ್, ಭಯವಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆಶಂಕ. ಆಶಂಕ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಬೋತ್ ವೇ. ಆಶಂಕ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಬೋತ್ ವೇಸ್, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವೇ. ಇಫ್ ಆಶಂಕತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಇನ್ ಭಾಷ್ಯಾದಿಗಳು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್, ಹೋಪಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಈವಿಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಈವಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್, ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎನಿ ಈವಿಲ್, ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಈವಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಅರ್ಥ. ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಎನಿ ಈವಿಲ್. ನಮಗೇನೋ ಈವಿಲ್ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ, ಅನಿಸಲ್ಲ. That is the expression here. We did not. Ashankamahi. Okay, next.
ಧನಸ್ಯ ರಾಶಯೋ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯೋ ದೀಯಂತೆ.
ಧನಸ್ಯ ರಾಶಯೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರ, ಧಾನ್ಯಸ್ಯ ರಾಶಯ ಧನಸ್ಯ ರಾಶಯ, ಧಾನ್ಯಸ್ಯ ಇರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಜನರಲಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಧಾನ್ಯ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಧನಸ್ಯ ರಾಶಯೋ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯೋ ಅದೀಯಂತ. ಅದೀಯಂತ. ಓಕೆ. ಸಂಧಿ ಮೂರು ಸಂಧಿಗಳಿವೆ. ಒಂದು ರಾಶಯೋ,
ಅದು
ರಾಶಯ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ ಒಂದು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯ ಅದೀಯಂತ, ಮತ್ತು ಅಕಾರ ಗಾಟ್ ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಇಟ್, ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯೋ. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಸರ್ಗ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಂಧಿ ರೂಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಓ, isn't it? ಇದೇನು ರಾಶಯೋ, ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಓ, ಸೇಮ್. ಈಗ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸಂಧಿ ಈಸ್ ಅದೀಯಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಕಾರ ಮರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದೀಯಂತ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮರ್ಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಗ್ರಹ ಈಸ್ ರಿಟನ್. ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ ಈಸ್ ನೈದರ್ ಸ್ಪೋಕನ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಟನ್. Instead of it, just to indicate it, we put one avagraha. So dhanyasya rashayah, dhanasya rashayah. Okay, the heaps of wealth
were given to the brahmanas.
Correct. Heaps of wealth. Heaps andre several heaps and the harta. Heaps of wealth were given. Adiyanta. Were given ki adiyanta. See how were given, two words are there. One is helping verb and main verb. Two put together in Sanskrit, one word it comes. Adiyanta. To brahmanas. Okay. So illi sandhis we have learnt. One more thing, adiyanta diyate dayacha. Dayacha ki diyate passive voice. Idar past tense adiyata adiyetam adiyanta ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಇದೊಂದು ಕಲಿಯಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲವೇ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅದೀಯಂತ. ಈಗ ಸಂಧಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಅದೀಯಂತ ಆಯಿತು. ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಾರಕ. Karaka is usage of a vibhakti. When you are giving something, what is given and to whom is given. ಅದು ಎರಡು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ. What is given is in ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ. To whom it is given, fourth vibhakti. But in passive voice, what is given becomes prathama. In passive, in active, let us say, in active voice, in kartari prayoga, two objects are there. Out of two objects, what is given in dvitiya vibhakti, second case, to whom is given will be in fourth case. Okay, this is in kartari prayoga. In karmani prayoga, that is in passive voice, what is given will remain passive aguvadarinda it is in prathama vibhakti. What is given is because dhanasya rashayah, prathama vibhakti. But to whom is given will remain the same. To whom is given, like in active voice, will remain in fourth vibhakti. Idanne you can make it into active voice. Make the sentence into active voice, becomes clear. Dhanyasya rashayah brahmanebhyo diyante. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು? ರಾಮ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳೋದು. ರಾಮ ಧಾನ್ಯಸ್ಯ ರಾಶೀನ್ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯೋ ಯಚ್ಚತಿ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸೇ ರಾಮ ಧಾನ್ಯಸ್ಯ ರಾಶೀನ್, ನೋ ಧನಸ್ಯ ರಾಶೀನ್ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯೋ ಯಚ್ಚತಿ. ನೋ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಲ್ಲವೇ? ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯ ಅಯಚ್ಛತ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದೀಯಂತ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಿನ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕರ್ತರಿ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ. ರಾಮ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ರಾಮ ಸಮ್ ಪುರುಷ ಸಂಬಡಿ ರಾಜ್ ನೃಪತಿ ನೃಪಃ ಯಾರೋ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ನೃಪಃ ಧನಸ್ಯ ರಾಶೀನ್ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೇಭ್ಯೋ ಅಯಚ್ಛತ್. ಎ ಕಿಂಗ್, ನೃಪಃ ಲೆಟಸ್ ಸೇ ವೈ ರಾಮ, ನೃಪಃ ಎ ಕಿಂಗ್ gave to brahmanas. King gave dhanyasya rashis, the heaps of wealth to brahmanas. Heaps of wealth, there it is in dvitiya vibhakti. To whom it is given will be chaturthi vibhakti. The same thing we have said. So this much we have to learn from the each sentence. All this we can explain orally. In guide, all this should be included. This was my idea. So that now you get, because teacher is not directly present. So in the guide, if I include all these things, first we have divided sandhi break, and learn all the sandhi, remember, recall all the sandhi rules. Then see kartari prayogada kara, then diyate adiyanta, that we have to learn. Diyate passive voice and adiyanta. Then in active wise, two objects. One is Ditiya Vibhakti and Chaturthi Vibhakti. But whereas in Karmani Prayoga, the Titiya Vibhakti will become Prathama Vibhakti and Chaturthi will remain the same. Chaturthi will remain the same. That is the thing. Chaturthi will remain the same. So, then make the whole sentence into Kartari Prayoga. So, Rupaha Dhanasya Rashin Brahmanebhyo Ayachat. Okay, this much if you learn, the sentence is complete. Okay, 25 sentence. Then next, 26th? Oh, no, over. Okay. English, do it.
Monkeys fought with Rakshasas. Or in brackets, evil spirits.
Evil spirits is for the foreigners. Now Rakshasas alone is better.
Kapayaha Rakshasaihi saha ayudhyanta.
Correct. See, this is also good sentence. So kapayaha is clear. So when you are fighting with somebody, in fact you fighting against somebody. With somebody means fight against him. In this thing, saha is also used. Sometimes saha for fighting alone. Generally saha means going along with him. But when you are fighting with, in particularly yuddha, you have to use saha also can be used. This is also kapayaha rakshasaihi saha. Rakshasa helidara? Rakshasaihi saha can be used. Ayudhyanta. Here regarding ayudhyanta ಒಂದು ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಎರಡು ಕಲಿಯಬೇಕು. Sandhi, if you make it, it can become kapayo. Kapayo it becomes. Okay. Rakshasa is saha. Ayudhyanta first let us learn. Yuddha dhatu is a fourth Atmanepadi. It is fourth Atmanepadi. Since it is fourth Atmanepadi, Yudhyate it comes. Passive voice also Yudhyate. Therefore, Kartari Karmani remains the same thing. Fourth ಆಗುವುದರಿಂದ ಕರ್ತರಿ ಕರ್ಮಣಿ remains the same thing. Yudhyante means they fight or they are fighting, or yudhyante means they are fought with. They are fought with, past tense also. I mean passive. Then the same thing is used in a past tense, ayudhyanta. Past tense is ayudhyanta. Okay. Ayudhyanta aitu. Ika saha prayoga, second one. Saha can mean along with. Rama goes along with Lakshmana and Sita. See, Lakshmanena saha, Sitaya saha Ramaha gacchati. Here, Lakshmanena saha means along with Lakshmana. Lakshmanena saha gacchati iti. But in case of fighting, when you say, when he is fighting with, there also saha can be used.
Fighting or competing?
With, yes. That is also fighting. Physical fighting, all kind. There also with you have to use it. You can use it. Alave. Tena saha yudhyate. Ramena saha. Rakshasena saha. He fights with. When you say saha, this also. Okay, next. Second sentence.
We too spoke to the learned men at Kashi.
Learned men. Okay.
Learned men at Kashi.
Kashyam
panditan abhashavahi.
When you are speaking to, Dvitiya Vibhakti comes. So, we too spoke to the learned men at Kashi. Kashyam panditan abhashamahi. See, it's a very good expression. In we too allave, correct. Panditan. Kashyam abhashavahi. Athava if you use other word, vada. Avadava. See, avadam, avadava, avadama, avadat. Rupa. So avadava we can say. Abhashavahi. Here, when you are speaking to somebody, Dvitiya Vibhakti comes. Allave. Speaking to somebody, he should be in Dvitiya case. Either I am writing, you need not write since you already know it. Okay. So Kashyam is a normal word in Kashi. That word also we have learnt it and he is using again. So Kashyam Saptami Ekavachana. Okay.
They endured the taunt with calmness.
This is also beautiful. See, each sentence is that's why Bhandarkar not only teaches Sanskrit, he teaches good Niti Vakya, good sayings. We spoke to Pandits in Kashi means what? When you go to Kashi, two things you have to do. Take the Ganga bath and have the Mandira Darshanas and also speak to Panditas and Sadhu scholars there. That also he implies. Therefore, you learn something there.
Even the first sentence, monkeys fought with Rakshasas.
Ramayana. So that's why he didn't use some for sake of grammar, some vibhakti is required. Use any sentence. Some people use any irrelevant sentences. Some of them are very harmful also. They talk harmful. What do you say? What you call thief escaped. Though he for sake of grammar, you say sentence. You say though he committed theft, there was no punishment. Nobody could punish him. See, grammatically okay. Our purpose is grammar. Why should we care for morality in it? Nobody. He did not ignore that. The niti, dharma, sadgunas. Also, he takes care of it. That should be the purpose. A language should not give that abusive words and all that. Language should not teach immorality because our purpose is only language, like that. Okay. So next also in Kashyam you spoke to Panditas. And then next is
they endured the taunt with calmness. Upalambham swasthi.
The learned learnt gottaita ninge. Learn is a verb. It is in English. We are not learning English just for our sake. Learn, learnt. Past tense if you have to say. Learnt is the past tense. Learned is not past tense. Learned is an adjective. Learned people andre highly learned people. Learned and hedalla, learned. So learned people andre highly very learned people. Means who are very well versed. Experts who have studied. Learned people. Learnt if you say, that's a past tense. He learnt some Shastra. But he's a great learned person. Learned and very, very great scholars or learned people. Like that. So learned is an adjective. Learnt is past tense. Learnt past passive participle. Learnt. It is learnt by him. But learned is adjective. You should not see that learned as a past tense. I think it's known, but for those who do not know, that's okay. Next now, they endured the taunt with calmness. See, others taunt. Taunting is, if he is a responsible person, good person, if the taunting has got two things. One is, taunting is, you want to convey an idea through taunt, like a cartoon. A cartoon is written in the newspapers where he is a good thinker. The cartoon writer, the cartoon one who draws a cartoon, he wants to convey an idea. He uses cartoon as a means to communicate some idea. If taunt is used to convey some idea, then you can reply. But some people use the taunt only to rag the person, to provoke, rag, irritate a person. Then you don't have to reply. You just tolerate. See, there are two kind of taunts. A taunt is used as a medium to communicate one idea. Instead of telling directly, because taunt has got a greater effect. The sarcasm has got a greater effect than the normal expression. These are all called figures of speech, alankarika bhasha. Figures of speech and alankaras. So the taunt or a sarcasm, it shows a greater emphasis, a greater idea. Then you can reply, either through taunt or through simple way, or you can use your own alankarika bhasha, your own alankara. You can give a reply. But if a taunt is only to rag you, tease you, only to irritate you, then you have to silent it. Ignoring him, not answering alone is the right. Because if you taunt, he will taunt, he will taunt, he will taunt. It is only a vengeance ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ. But in vengeance, there is nothing. It is only a personal hatred ಆಗ್ತದೆ. If taunt is only out of hatred, I want to provoke you, I want to rag you, tease you, here is a hatred involved. If hatred is involved, that hatred we should tolerate. We should not reply. We should not feel provoked by it. Because you can see his intention is there if the intention of the speaker or a writer, does he want to say something? Does he have certain idea, a deeper idea to convey to you? Then you can reply. There is no idea to convey. Personally he wants to taunt you, provoke you, and then there is a hatred and vengeance in him. So that hatred and vengeance, you shouldn't reply, just to tolerate and ignore him. Don't get provoked. Keep your mind peaceful. Don't get disturbed. That is a forgiveness, and that is a tolerance, that is an endurance. Because he's not a mature person. He's only a hatred is there. Hatred koskara hatred. So in the Facebook agali or in people agali, we should tell the people the difference between. Otherwise, taunt annuvadu only just to show exchanging your hatred. Means how clever you are using a taunting language to tease or rag another person. It is training you a cleverness. You can invent in that cleverness. What happens? Sometimes he does one cleverly, he taunts you. You taunt him. Again he taunts. You again taunt. Then the third or fourth state, you are short of words. Then you start using certain abusive word, certain harsh word. Then they say, oh, then blasphemy, I will kill you. Then sartan sajjudab, you have done it. Now this is a hatred. Because you provoke a person so that you slip your tongue. So slip of tongue, you lose your control. So slip of a tongue, you say something. You said it, we will kill you. First thing is, why do you pull a person into this ragging competition? Why do you pull a person into this rival ragging competition? Once ragging competition, then follow the rules of ragging. Ragging is just for fun or teasing alone. Teasing is a teasing. Don't use violence for teasing. Teasing is a fun or some kind of a personal teasing alone. A teasing is a teasing. Teasing ragging is a teasing ragging alone, and that it is a mutual. One is it is a teasing ragging. Second is it is a mutual. Now there is no a deeper idea. There is no a deeper intention. Then you take it to the personal violence and make it a national and international. We threaten, we frighten, we terrorize the whole human society internationally. Then what do you call it? We terrorize the whole human society. That means we also indulge in teasing and ragging. Then we also take that we take you as a human being. When you tease, you also tease it. That's all. In that thing, when you tease one more thing, then you say that, oh, you are touching this thing. I can tease you, I can rag your gods or your saints. But if you touch us, then we'll kill you. That means there is no human level. When you are teasing, sarcasm. We are talking in a human level. There is no human level. That means you take only we are supposed to follow human rights. But for you, there is only animal rights or only devil rights alone. They have got a demoniac rights. Therefore, our God has given us a demoniac rights. We will only kill you. And whole world accepts it. That alone is correct. They all unanimously say, demoniac rights are ours. You can't take a freedom. You can't take extra friendship and then tease and drag me. You can't take friendship. See, again, teasing and ragging, in an individual case of teasing and ragging is one. But if you make it like a movement, ಒಂದು ಆಂದೋಲನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪಗಾಂಡಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್, ಆಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಡೂ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಡೂ, ಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೈಟ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್, ಆಲ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪಗಾಂಡಾ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್. If it is an organized propaganda, object it. But if it is an individual argument, then it's okay, we can leave it to an individual. And that also, if it is in a teasing ragging stage, then take it as a teasing ragging. You tease, we also tease. If I tease it, then you take it as a blasphemy and then try to kill you. See, is there a difference or not? They have no difference. All that is only behave like animals alone. So this is called is an inhuman, and this religion is inhuman, their society is inhuman. There is no equality, there is no humanness, there is no consideration for the human needs and understanding. Is it a simple individual teasing? Or in a part of discussion? See, I told again, teasing two things. One is a teasing out of hatred, another is you want to convey an idea In order to convey an idea, use it a more a sarcastic or a cartoon language. In cartoon, there is a sarcastic language. Sarcastic language is used to convey an idea so that to bring about an extra effect. Extra effect means to bring it to your attention. See how serious it is, that you are taking it lightly. So to make it serious. So that is a more a matured, a cultured man, matured man. He is using a more a poetic language in order to convey an idea. That is one thing. Simple teasing is another. Another is an organized gang that continuously, day and night you do it, continuously tease it, continuously do it. Is a propaganda course. All the time you use it, continuously use it, all people use it, and throughout all the books you continuously use it. Is there a difference or not in these three? So should we understand? If we understand this difference, that is an educated, cultured society. But we see all these things, blasphemy, we will only kill you. You don't look at he is a cultured man, educated man, responsible person, but still, no, we will kill. If not one person, whoever supports me, don't kill him, he is a cultured man, educated man, don't do that. And he is not such a cheap man. No, you support him, I'll kill you also. You support him on Facebook, you send somebody's his photograph, I'll kill you also. Again, 4 people, 10 people, we killed it, and anybody will kill like this. Now, what do you call this thing? You call it a civilized society?
Never. They're animals purely.
No. You see, I have discussed all these things before. Should there be this kind of discussion and understanding the difference?
There should be.
This is called a cultured society, a what you call a mature society. See the difference. That's why there should be a panel of good thinkers. Is it done with a matured, cultured man in doing a more a poetic expression? Like a cartoon is a freedom. Cartoon writing is a freedom where you want to convey more sarcastically. Sarcasm you are using as a medium to convey some idea. He is a cultured man, educated man. He wants to convey certain deeper idea, deeper feeling. Second gave an example just like school boys and colleges, each one tease each other. But teasing is also again within certain limits alone. Don't call it. The third one is becoming a real organized propaganda of teasing and dragging people. There you want to do is organized. Now, see the person in what level it is. If it is an organized propaganda, ban him. There also again you have to ban him, first ask him to apologize, then go to the panel or make some fine of some 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, fine him and tell him that I will not do it. Then it's over. Allah, you are forgiven, your apology is not accepted. Once you did it, even a slip of a tongue, even in a healthy discussion also, doesn't matter. Whatever way you do it, killing is the only role. That's all. No compromise. What do you call this kind of thing? This is too much. This is uncivilized behavior, barbaric behavior. So people should have this kind of clear discussion of what it is, how it is. So otherwise, the human expressions are scuttled.
True.
Now I have discussed these three. Organized propaganda is there is a propagation of you want to suppress one particular idea throughout organizing. Organized propaganda is it's a movement like you want to suppress it. That should not be permitted. But other two should be permitted. Second one is only out of friendliness, or maybe a little bit of losing friendliness also. Is you are teasing, I am teasing, then that should remain that. It should not cross limit. If you cross limit, tell them no, don't do that. Sorry, you tell it and then forget it. It's a fit of anger. You do it. He teased, therefore I am teasing you. You ragged me, therefore I ragged. Ragging is in reply for ragging. It's a natural human nature. So that should be left there alone. The first one should be given more respectfully. Writers and thinkers use it. Now there is no difference. They are waiting for opportunity. We will provoke you. Even if you slip of a tongue, you say, highly cultured man, you have got some idea to convey. Doesn't matter, we will kill you. Not only kill you, anybody comes in defense of you, we will kill all the people. Whole world, we all unanimously support that. We won't listen to any argument. Our killing is the only argument. That's all. We don't listen to anybody's argument. No discussion, no argument, no court, nothing. Killing. Out of court, we decided. No court, we won't care for any court. We will kill, that's all we kill. And we have killed already. Even after 10 years, 20 years, we kill. We pay money. Openly we announce and pay money and kill them. That's all. Even after days and decades together. Even after apology, apology not accepted, we'll kill you, that's all. Even apology is not accepted. What do you call this?
Barbarism.
No, my analysis, you see.
This perfectly, judges should discriminate and people should
there should be a panel of people and see what level it is, what kind of it is. Accordingly, give chance for apology and give chance for some kind of a small punishment like some money and etc. And then nothing less than killing. And that too, we can taunt you. There is no punishment for us. But if you taunt it,
even by slip of tongue.
Even in an important discussion we are in that mode, still we won't tolerate, we'll kill you. That means we declare it is a blasphemy. It could be a rumor or anything. We judge that we accuse you of blasphemy. We judge you and we implement also. We don't require court. And we'll openly, publicly say, all the world, all over all the countries support it. Countries, governments, educated people, everybody supports it. What do you call this kind of? Do you call this a civilized society?
Never.
Is the world moving towards? People say, hey, what are you talking? If somebody says something, hey, what are you talking like a BC man? Oh, BC man means before Christ, all people are uncivilized people. As the Christ came, we are only getting civilized. So century, we are becoming more civilized. 2 centuries passed. No, 2 millennia passed. 20 centuries passed. Means we have risen 20 steps in civilization. So more and more we will be civilized. 21st century is more civilized. 22nd century is more civilized than the 21st. This is the culture they are creating. So BC, after Christ to 20 centuries means what? We are highly civilized. Now, do you say all society unitedly gets civilized?
Never.
No. Why nobody questions this kind of a millennia, celebrating millennia? Did you know that there was a celebration? You are a small boy. When I was in Hyderabad, they celebrated this 20th century began. 2022. When the 1999 closed, when 2000 began, millennia, all over the world they celebrated TVs, streets like your New Year they do, drinking and the jumping and the dancing. Because second millennia, I told, what millennia? Celebration. What celebration? Because all BC there were only barbarism and nothing but barbarism. There was no civilization at all. When Jesus born, civilization started. Before that, there was no Socrates, there was no our Yajnavalkya, no Rishis, etc. There was all uncivilized people. With Jesus, civilization started. Each century, civilization increases. Collectively, all society. Next generation, when he is born, next generation, another century. Second century, more civilized people will be born. Third century, more civilized people. Then 20 centuries, all more and more civilization. So 20 steps we have moved towards a civilization. So 21st century, all civilized people. See, what is civilized people? There is no blasphemy, there is no conversion, there is no hating Hinduism. All people are so nice, so civilized. Aita?
Even 2000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ millennia kids.
See, millennia.
That tag.
What is millennia kids? What does it mean? Now the idea, do you understand this millennia idea? Millennia idea is this thing. This idea ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೊದಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
Oh, I thought you knew it. Many of our people don't know what is millennia. Even our college boys celebrate. I said, do you understand what is the idea of millennia? You see the person, if he says something in old, outdated idea, what are you talking like a man of BC? Still of BC, of living in a old, what Paleolithic age, Neolithic age, old Stone Age. You are living like old Stone Age. When Jesus born, the civilization we are advancing. Not that an individual becomes cultured and civilized. Whole society becomes a civilized. And what? Because century is passing. Only the time passes, you become civilized. Time passes, you keep on civilizing. 20th century, 20 steps you have gone away from the 20 steps you have risen in your civilization. Now, do you see the modern society? 20 steps have risen. Then what is this millennia celebration?
Foolishness.
Imposing, brainwashing and spoiling the people. Hinduism doesn't believe in this thing. That's why we have to teach Hinduism. Culture is in an individual. Society that ಹಿಂದಿನದಿಂದ always we will move only forward alone. Nobody goes backward. That's all. Nobody becomes barbarian. They will only be forward alone. Will be only civilized, only future civilization. What kind of this thinking? ಈ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? Is it true to the fact? ಯಾವ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಆದರೂ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವ? Did we see any society like this? Then why this kind of explanation? Why everybody blindly accepts this idea? Now they say all these things civilized. No, if that is the thing, then why this Islam which has come later? If after Jesus it has come means then it has become a more civilized it should be. Then do you see the more civilized?
More barbarism, more barbaric.
Now, how do you explain this thing? At least that's why Hinduism don't make this what you call generalized millennia system. All that we don't say. In any yuga there will be good and bad. Some people are cultured and good and bad. See, we have advanced in science. We have advanced in so-called civilization and culture and education. Do you say next generation people whoever are born, they are all born with scientific knowledge? Because science has developed so much. Or each one has to learn right from the scratch ABCD, everybody. Similarly, culture also. Therefore, we say everybody has to learn culture and civilization right from childhood. Some people, because of Purva Janma Samskara, without teaching, you can see them younger age people are highly matured people, saintly people. Don't you see the difference? That is because of individual Purva Janma Samskara, culture and values he learned, practiced it. This is what Hinduism says. This Hindu idea, nobody cares. Only millennia idea. Millennia idea is spreading all over the world. Modern education, modern civilization. Hindu is all barbaric, old civilization of old civilization. Is only a old age civilization. Allah, stone age civilization. What is that? No, we alone are talking to the facts. Just because 2 generations, 3 generations, 2 centuries, 3 centuries passed, you feel all the people are more civilized? There is no such thing. Each one comes with his own civilization, culture and values, isn't it? Some people are more cultured, some people are medium, some people are more asuras. We find all the people normally. Each one has to learn, each one has to be taught by satsangatya and education and culture and value. Some people, because of the old samskara, purvajanma, I think our Hindu explanation alone looks correct to the society. You see, this millennia, does it apply? That earlier, Jesus huttida nantara, from the Jesus birth, first 3 centuries kinta, first 6th century, do you feel more civilized? The middle age, we say, do you see all Europe was more civilized because of the Jesus? We have moved away from the 1000 years, see, 1000 years, you say. From the Jesus, 1000 years. 1000 years means how much of civilization? All Europe is highly civilized. Then why we are using the word still millennia, a concept of civilized after Jesus alone is, why this counting of after Jesus, AD means what? In the year of our Lord. AD means in the year of Anno Domino, means in the year of our Lord. Because once Jesus is born, we are advancing towards the civilized. BC, all uncivilized. Why this concept nobody questions? Why we are still circulating in Indian schools and colleges, brainwashing the makkalan? Why are we brainwashing the people?
A terminology now kaividbeku.
No, terminology goes away when thinking.
True.
These ideas have to be thought. There is no thinking. We become like Nehru's. Nehru has no thought at all, no think. Everything superficial. All superficial. Sitaram Goyal says like a talking soap box. Talking soap box. I was thinking, what is this talking soap box? Means nonsense and artha. Talking soap box andre nonsense and artha. There is no meaning. All superficial matadadu. Use the words that don't mean anything. If you question it, oh come on, take it slightly. Why are you too serious about everything? You are questioning everything, taking seriously. Are you mad or what? Are you becoming? You got a fad of philosophy? You make it philosophy. Just live life natural. This is what thing. Natural and we impose ideas, you blindly follow. Don't think. We brainwash you and follow all. Millennia. Don't think it. Enjoy this thing. This is what they are creating. Enjoy, yaar. Why do you take seriously? Question everything. Too much this is questioning. You are too much everybody questioning. You mean all these fellows are fools? We are all educated. We are all be fools. We wear pant and shirt and tie and etc. We speak English. We are so much civilized. Were you speaking? Were your grandfather, great grandfather speaking English? They are speaking English. So much civilized. English speaking andre civilized. Pant shirt hakkondu citizen. You cut your shikha and yagnopavita. You are civilized. Oh, what else you need? That means we give you superficial ideas. Don't question. Don't go deeply into it. Don't think. Just accept. Millennia idea. Oh, accept and celebrate. We are so great, nice. We enjoyed, so nice. They are making us superficial people. Nothing thinking. No think. They think and give ideas and we are supposed to absorb them. Don't think. This is the idea. So what I felt is every point should be discussed. Even this concept of blasphemy, did we discuss?
Awesome.
Well, see,
issue happened.
okay, we are talking. No, I am talking about Hindu society, whole world.
No, never.
Now, what is blasphemy?
Never.
What is blasphemy? And should there be punishment? If there is a punishment, should we understand the human nature, human level of thinking? Are there all blasphemy same, or blasphemy there is a difference? There is an intellectuals out of mature understanding is blasphemy is different. Summane just for sake of ragging is blasphemy is different. Or an organized, we want to humiliate a religion, person is a different. I told you 3 type of this thing. So should we not make the difference between blasphemy and blasphemy? Then accordingly punishment. Accordingly punishment also. Simply he says, if supposing the ragging, teasing is simply overall is, oh sorry and but that's all. Leave him. Allah. Even if you say sorry, even if you make public apology, you deserve only one thing, killed. Not only now, even after 20 years, you deserve to be killed. We will pay money and kill you. 1 crore we will pay and kill you. That's all. Now, what do you call this thing? Should there not be thinking?
There should be.
This is called civilization. This is called culture. This way, in fact, civilization, culture, there is a difference, but I am just using clubbing together. But if this kind of thinking is prevented, then only will become only talking soap boxes, like Nehru Salon. Everything superficial. Nothing think seriously.
One section of society becoming more and more superficial, and other section is becoming more and more fanatic.
Exactly. Yes, your observation is good. So they are creating more superficial people. On the other side, more fanatics. So these superficial people keep on yielding to fanatics. See, they are mutually symbiotic. These superficial people keep on yielding to them. Oh, come on, don't do that. Be secular and don't provoke them. Don't provoke them, that's all. There are other people, those who give the freedom. Hinduism gives freedom society. Take freedom and then abuse Hinduism. Oh, come on, you say that, hey, Hinduism freedom, you are behaving fanatic. Don't be fanatic. Don't be like Pakistan. If you demand Hindu Rashtra, you will become like Pakistan. They use the example of a Pakistan to threaten Hinduism so that Hindu Rashtra should not happen. See how they talk. That means that fellow is a fanatic. So you don't condemn when Pakistan is fanatic. But you say that you compare when we demand that Hinduism should be protected, you are demanding like Pakistan. So Pakistan is only to prevent Hindus to become free. Not that you change the Pakistan and make them, remove their fanaticism and make them open-minded. See, you don't make them open-minded. You don't criticize them. You don't teach them, write books, educate them, ask them, call the Pakistani intellectuals and etc. and discuss with them. You don't do that. You don't remove their fanaticism. You allow their fanaticism. You tell us, don't touch them, don't criticize them, don't touch them, give them freedom. If you say that no, Hinduism needs to be protected from this kind of ruthless criticism, then you say, hey, you are becoming like Pakistan. See, they use Pakistan only to prevent us our freedom of thinking and all that, and protection also. I told 3 kind of teasing and dragging. First 2 we don't object. The third one is an organized propaganda of doing it. All books like films. Films, you see, every area only take Hindus alone, Hindu gods, Hindu Brahmanas, Hindu priests, Hindu saints alone, you taunt them, present them negatively. All films present, all books present, all TVs present, unanimously, throughout you only REC, you keep on choose them separately, Hindus alone, you taunt them. No, is it not organized one? This organized blasphemy, is it not wrong? This is only, that means after 1 or 2 generations, then the whole society has bent down, feeling guilty. So now you create it. No, this is a deliberate, intentional propaganda. Created guilt, falsely created it is. Now, do you feel all Hindus are so bad? Hindu gods are so bad? Hindu saints and Brahmanas are so bad that you create in films and books and everywhere? That is the third one. Third, nobody criticizes. Only first 2 alone we criticize. And they kill them also in the name of blasphemy. But the third one nobody touches. Third one they are practicing against Hinduism. Now just now I discussed the 3. Third they are practicing. And if you say some people boycotted film, they say, oh, we should not boycott. We should have been more considerate to them. We should have been more careful with them. We should have more considerate. We should have been more kind. Oh, you are too cruel. They will keep on advising, doing upadesha to us alone. They teach more philosophy, more morality, more generosity. They teach us generous, liberal ideas, generous, and more civilization. They teach Hindus. See, you systematically organized propaganda against Hinduism. You do all films and books and etc. You write, you see all the books how Brahmanas are taught. Brahmana is evil, Brahmana is evil. Everywhere Brahmana means only a negative word. How much they created it. But if you question it, oh come on, take it lightly. Oh, you should be very considerate. Oh, you should be open. You should be generous. You should be civilized. But those fellows killing, you teach them. Why don't you teach them that? The first two, why don't you teach them? I talked three. That is the problem. Okay, appa, saku.
In-depth analysis is required.
That's what I'm telling. A clear thinking, a deeper understanding. Understand the human nature, the need and the expression, all that. All this is missing. I've got many ideas. In fact, I discuss some of them. But if I discuss like, oh, you are talking too much of politics, leaving Vedanta. I know, therefore, some of them I won't discuss. Some of them I leave them. Some of them I leave them. But I've got a lot of ideas in these angles also, in this area also. I thought that others can do, this is not my topic. My topic is Vedanta. I can discuss more deeper Vedanta. This I can leave them. But there are some people that I talk like this. There are really good thinkers in India. But very rarely you find them. So therefore I feel once in a while I'll come and enter into this field. But sometimes I feel no, this is not my field, so I leave them. But once in a while I enter. Okay, we'll stop.
One sentence.
Okay, do it.
They endured the taunt with calmness. Upalambham.
Taunt, singular, correct. Upalambham.
Swasthena asahanta.
Calmness ko swasthya ಹೇಳಿದರ? Calmness ke.
Peace and tranquility, swasthya andre ade calmness.
I think swasthena. I think swasthena ಹೇಳಿದರ? Swasthena, calmness. Correct. Calmness. CALM ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ಕಾಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸ್ವಸ್ಥೇನ ಚಿತ್ತೇನ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಬೆಟರ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಕನ್ವೆ. ಸ್ವಸ್ಥೇನ ಚಿತ್ತೇನ. Because chitta, if you don't use it, it doesn't convey. Swasthena chittena asahanta. ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ಅಸಹಂತ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? V2 no, they asahanta. So calmness means ಮೌನೇನ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಮೌನ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ. ಮೌನಕ್ಕೆ calmness, I think the beginning alone ಮೌನ has come. Maunam means calmness. Mauna also means calmness. Long before Maunam has come. Maunena asahanta andre silently. Calmness andre silently. Calm andre oral calmness. Mental calmness alla. Andre without speaking and artha. Where is that? Maunam. I think somewhere it has come up. Maunena asahanta. ಪುಣ್ಯಂ ಯಂತ್ರಂ ಗೋತ್ರಂ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಮೂಕ ಅಂತಾನೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಮೂಕ?
ಸೈಲೆನ್ಸ್, ಮೌನ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೊನೆಗೆ.
ಹೌದು, ಕೊನೆ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೌನೇನ. ಮೌನಂ ಸೈಲೆನ್ಸ್, 27 ಪೇಜ್ ಮೌನಂ ಸೈಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್. ಮೌನಂ ಸೈಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೌನೇನ ಇಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಮೌನೇನ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ಲಿ. ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಓರಲ್ ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್. ಉಪಾಲಂಬಂ ಮೌನೇನ ಅಸಹಂತ. ಆರ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್, ದೆನ್ ಸ್ವಸ್ಥೇನ ಚಿತ್ತೇನ. ದೆನ್ ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ అంటే ಸ್ವಸ್ಥೇನ ಚಿತ್ತೇನ ಅಸಹಂತ. ಓಕೆ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ.